you want to create your own website for your side hustle business, I want to show you today how to make a really professional, very easy website using Go High Level. I am not a super techie person, and so I love all the plug and play options that are out there. These templates that Go High Level uses are super professional looking, and they won't look like everybody else's when you're done. So I want to show you today how it's easy to customize and launch your website in only a few minutes. So here we are in Go High Level, and they're advertising their current Summer of AI advertisement, so that's why you see that there. On the left-hand side is all of the different options that you have. This Go High Level, if you're not familiar, it is an all-in-one, everything you can imagine you can do for your business. It's a CRM, which is a customer relationship management software. You can send emails, you can make appointments, you can create funnels, you can create websites. So I can go on and on and on. And so I just want to focus today on how simple it is to create a website using Go High Level. So let me show you how quickly we can do this. On the left-hand side, if you go down to the bottom half, you'll see sites here. So you click on sites, and then I'm going to go to websites. And then the upper right-hand corner, I'm going to select new website. Now you can create from blank if you want, but I'm thinking that for what we want to do to make it look really professional and to keep things super easy, we're going to use a template. So I like to jumpstart with their templates. They have over 1,000 different templates, as you can see. So you've got a lot to choose from. Now, what's great is right off the bat, you see what's most popular. You can also select, depending on your side hustle business, if there's a certain category, it will show, you can click on those and see, like if it's a business coaching or consulting, you can see some of these options. Now, let's just preview a few of these right off the bat. There's this one. So you can see here, you would put your logo, it has your navigation bar, scheduling an appointment, picture of you. It even has a pop-up automatically to request a freebie. See, they've thought of everything. It kind of gives the about us, services, etc. So if we wanted to use that, I could hit continue in the upper right-hand corner. Or if I kind of like it, but I want to still see what else is out there, I can click this favorite button and come back to that. But for right now, we're just going to go back and look at some other options. Let's scroll down. Let's say we're doing wellness coaching. So again, nice clean line up here, a nice place for a picture, about you, services, etc. Now, what's really nice is Go High Level makes it easy to update all of these things. If you don't like this green color, you can change it. If you don't like the font, you can change it. If you don't want whole sections, like if you don't want to do nutrition and meal planning, you can just delete that entire section really easily. So again, I'm just going to go back. Let's scroll down a little bit more and see what we have. So notice it's not just the things that are on the screen. There's a load more option. So if we scroll down some more, we can see what catches our eye. So if you just click around, you can see all the different kinds of things that are available. Here's an e-commerce store. Let's look at that. So if you are selling digital products or wanting to, or you can have all of your options up here. Maybe you're doing some drop shipping. Again, if let's say you're doing drop shipping for flooring, here you go. Here's a good example of a template you can use for your website. Let's go ahead and go back to that business coaching and consulting. I really liked this life coaching one, so let's select it. Notice here it gives us some more information. I just clicked on the image. Here, I'll go back. I just clicked on this to get more information. If I click in the middle of that image, it's just going to give me more information. If I click that eyeball, that's the preview button. And from here, I can either make it a favorite or continue. So I'm going to go ahead and continue. And it's adding it, it's setting everything up. Now I think I'm going to make this website for e-commerce side hustles. So let's take a look. So the rule of thumb with Go High Level is that you add things from the left-hand side and you change things from the right-hand side. So when I go over to this plus button, I can add things. If I don't want to add anything, I can close out of it. I can always go back to it. So add from the left, change from the right. Up here at the top, so you've got your back button, that's going to take us all the way back to the website builder. You've got your adding of elements. You can add layers, you can add pages, code, if you need to add like a Facebook pixel code, custom CSS, typography, background, pop-up settings. So you know that pop-up that came with this one, we can change that pop-up here. SEO metadata, we'll want to make sure to update that along the way. And previewing custom codes, cookie consent, and then this is a different view of 2-column mode, or auto mode makes it fill the whole space, but 2-column mode is good to have up because then you can automatically change it. So for the sake of this video, so it doesn't get too long, I just want to show you really quickly what kinds of things that we can do. So when you click on a section, you'll notice that as I hover my mouse, this section is highlighted in green. When I get closer to other text and things, it changes. So this, notice, is capturing the navigation menu. So if I wanted to change that, I could go in here. So let's just click in there and we'll see that. So I clicked, and I don't know if you saw, but on the right hand side, it selected navigation menu. So I know that my navigation menu is what is selected, and I can change it here. So let's just say I don't want to have a contact button because already in the template it looks kind of funky, right? So I might hit the edit and I might just say we're going to delete. And then it says, are you sure you want to delete it? Yes, I want to delete it. So now that just looks a lot cleaner. Plus I didn't want to have that contact button up there since I already have this schedule an appointment here. So notice again, I'm just moving my mouse and it's automatically selecting different areas. Now I haven't clicked yet. So let's say I want to click this button and it's going to change. Look what happens on the right. It changes to the button. So I know I'm changing what the button says. So maybe I want to change the text. So I scroll down here and I just say, call me. Okay. So then that's fixed. If I want to change the font size, I could change it here. I let go and it changes. So play around with that. The font weight, I can make it skinny, that's really thin, you can almost barely see it, or medium, or if I want this to be extra bold so people can really see it, I could do that. When you come down here, you can see the background color. So let's say I don't like this orange, and I want to do like purple. I like that better. Or maybe I want to do yellow. No. Or maybe I want to do red. There, I'll do red. Okay, so you got the background color there. You've got the color of the text. So if I didn't want it to be white, I could say I want it to be black. But I'm going to go back to white because I liked the white. So as you'll notice, as I'm making these changes, it's automatically updating it. So you can kind of keep track as you go. So if you make a mistake, this is the undo in the upper right hand corner. Just click that and it will go back to, it will remove what you just did. Additionally, they have this versions section up here in the upper right. If you click on that, whoops, one thing I want to make sure that you know to do often is hit save. So it kind of reminds you with that little white, or excuse me, they remind you often with that little yellow button, but you'll want to hit save a lot so that you know you have captured everything that you need. When I hit save, on the left hand side, the SEO metadata pops up. This is where you'll want to add information about for SEO for your website. So I'd want to make a title for my content. I'm going to say e-commerce side hustles. See, I have to have under 70 characters, so all of those are gold. That's good. Description. So I have my title of my website. My description, notice it says it needs to be under 155 characters. So let's see, I have one that I've already written, so I'm just going to copy and paste it over. So want extra income, e-commerce side hustles helps you find and launch the right online hustle for fun money, bills, travel, or full-time freedom. So keywords. You can put as many keywords as you want right there. Author, put your name. You could add all kinds of things here. But for the sake of time, I'm just going to hit update. And then I'm also going to go up here, see that yellow blinking bubble. That means we need to save. So I'm going to make sure to hit save. Okay. So we can, in general, really quickly change some of these things to make this look a lot different. So I'm clicking on this section. When I click on it, again, I can see that the section has been selected because of this. I actually kind of like this background color, but let's just change it for fun. Let's make it yellow. Oof, that's terrible. Okay, how about this purple? Okay, we'll just roll with it right now. And then I can just click in here and change things. Want to have some fun money. And I could write more. I could put my freebie here. Now I'm clicking on this button. I kind of want to move this button so it's more in the middle. So notice in the upper right, I'm changing things here. So button. As I scroll down, I can change the text of it here. I can make all these changes to font, font weight, font color, all of that. Notice there's other categories. To the right of general, it says styles. And right away, I don't like this button that's off to the left. I want it to be more centered. So I'm going to come down here to button alignment and I'm going to hit centered. I like that a lot better. So I'm going to click out of there and hit save. I'm going to replace this picture of this person. So I'm going to select that section. I'm going to go back to general because I noticed styles is still selected. So I'm going to go to general. I'm going to scroll down and I want to change the image. So right now the image is selected. I could add a video if I want, but I want to change the image. So I'm going to click on the image icon here, and it's going to pull up all of the other images that I've already used in the past. So let's just use this one of me. I'm going to say insert media. Whoa, that's pretty big. I don't know if I want to use that, and I might need to move it down. Okay, I'm going to go ahead with this full center so that you can see my whole picture, but I did like that blue. Don't know if it's going to do it. I'm going to go back and change it to this blue because I really liked that. Every once in a while, it's good to check and see how it looks on mobile. So you'll notice up here at the top, there's desktop mode and mobile mode. So if I click on mobile, I can see what it looks like. So I might want to move this whole thing down because it is kind of over my face. So let's see. What if I added some margin? 20, yeah. Here we go. We'll move it down. Okay, so that's good for mobile. It's a little bit better. Although that looks really weird. I'll need to work on that. I'm going to go back to desktop view. So as you can see, I was able to switch out the picture. I can switch these out, what it says. If let's say I don't want, but I don't have a team, so I'm going to go ahead and delete this. So I'm selecting the section. I know it's selected because of the green outline, and then I notice this section is this one here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit delete. And then I also don't need to put in my physical address, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that as well. So I will leave these and update these. You can also click on the buttons. So here's my Facebook button, and I can put a link to it here by going on the right hand side under button action. I can say I want to go to a URL. So in this case, because I want it to go to Facebook, I'm going to type in the Facebook page, and of course I'll need my slug here. So, and I'm going to say open in a new tab because I always like that for myself. I'm going to hit save. Now, this is a global section, which means that this page, this bottom footer, repeats on the other website pages. And it's asking me, do you really want this to continue for all of the different sections in the website? And you definitely want to say yes. Okay, so once you make the changes that you want, we've just changed what was here and deleted. Let's say we want to add some sections. We can go over, like I said before, add on the left, change on the right. So if we want to add some different elements, you'll see all kinds of different things here. Let me move my face over. So you can see there's a quick add. You can add a headline. So let's say I can just click on this and drag it over and drop it right where I want and put a large call to action there. I'm going to undo that because I don't want that. I'm going to go back up to add. So you can do little things like a headline, some text, a paragraph, a bulleted list, a button. But what else you can do is you've got some pre-built sections here for you. So because you want to create your website really quickly, if you want to have a call to action, you can grab one of these and just drop it over, and then, oops, I'll X out of here, and you can update this, change the colors, change the button, whatever you want to do to make that work for you. Let's see what else they have. that's pre-built. So you've got FAQs, you've got a footer if you don't like the one that we have, if you want to make it look different. Who this is perfect for, I think I definitely want that. You've got different guarantees and awards, an image slider, lists, and it goes on and on. Products if you want to have your products to sell. So you just create what you want here and make the changes that you want on the right hand side. Make sure to hit save. And then before you hit publish, you'll want to connect the domain that you have. If you have already purchased a domain, you can connect it here by connect domain, and you just select whichever one you want, or you can purchase a domain if you haven't purchased your website domain yet. So they make it really, really easy to get something done really quickly and professionally. Go High Level is super powerful, and I know that it can get overwhelming with all the different tools and different things, but I just wanted to give you an overview of kind of how easy it is to insert the templates, change them so that they represent your brand and your business the way you want them to, and you can go live within a day. You can spend as little or as much time as you want on creating these websites. You could delete all but one section if you want and connect your domain and publish it and be ready to go. Go High Level is super powerful in all that it can do. Basically anything you want it to do, it's possible with Go High Level. If you want to try it out using Go High Level, you can use my free trial link below, which is my affiliate link that helps to support me to be able to create these kinds of videos for you. So I would appreciate your support in that if you decide to give Go High Level a try. Thanks for listening. I'll see you next time.